Okay.
No, I was the lead review for Starfield on Kind of Funny. I gave it a 4 out of 5. If you want to call it an 80, a 8 out of 10, a 8,000 out of freaking whatever, you call it whatever you want. But I said it was a 4 out of 5 and it was a great game. So no, we did not review bomb it. Yes, Blessing was more critical than I was. Blessing gave it a 3 out of 5. But the overall consensus, because we are a panel, we had an actual discussion for over an hour about the game, is we love the game.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many people are on the show? Just
on that particular one, it was myself, Blessing, Greg, Andy, and
then
Tim.
It wasn't that because it's 2 people and they're on. It's just 2 people on there all the time.
No, that was the reason I wanted to come up because
that's fair enough. I don't mind
you
that
said
at all. That's fair enough.
No, but I just
in the show notes, or in the comments after the show, I will pull up a video and I will pull up, the name of the show.
But the reason I came up was because you said it like as it was a matter of fact, right? And what happens is it becomes fact, right? Someone's listening to you. Oh yeah, they were shitting on the game. They don't like it. I mean, I know you don't have me up here with Zinc. I mean, the false information that he's been putting out, slandering my name. It's the same thing. And I will say this, and you can bring him on with me. I don't care. But
we cleared that up earlier.
Thing last week where he allegedly had it, because I had to think about it later, right? Had an argument with me on Gamertag Radio. It was completely false. I even talked to Danny about it. Here's the reason why. I didn't join until 2013, number one. Number two, Gamertag Radio, until recently, only started doing live chats. So we were not doing any kind of live chat interaction, anything back then. So to say you had an argument with me never happened. Maybe in your mind it happened, but it didn't happen with me directly. And the whole Halo 4 thing, I reviewed Halo 4 on my podcast back in 2012, before I was on Gamertag Radio. So everything he said, not true. And I'm just saying that when you go in these chat rooms and you make up stuff and you hold some weird agenda that you've had for the past 15 years that's not true, you're talking bad on my name. So that's why I pulled up, because when I randomly found your podcast, just listening, all of a sudden my name is the topic. And it was all because of that dude. So when I saw him on the other one, that's why I said what I said. Nothing to get you guys, but I don't like people spreading lies about my name.
As you shouldn't. If you feel something, like if I feel like my name gets slandered all the time, so if I feel like somebody said something to me that's not true, I'm gonna pull up and see and set the record straight if I feel But I heard the back and forth. I couldn't call in that day. I already explained earlier why I couldn't call in. It was 112 degrees out here, and my phone overheated. So. But
yeah, it's just a thing of like here's the thing, man. It's like I was listening to y'all because there ain't enough of us doing this. Number one, right? I want to see more of us doing this. I've been doing this a long goddamn time. I've been doing this since 2006, and it is only recently that I've started, quote unquote, having any success. So when I see the blind hate just coming at me like that, and people want to make these assumptions like, oh, you this, you that, because I don't think I'm better than anybody. Right. That's why I'm here right now talking to you guys, because the stuff that y'all talk about, that's why I like doing this, is talking about gaming and having fun. Right. So when people make weird assumptions and Zinc and I'm trash and I'm this and I'm that, and it's like, well, why? Because number one, you don't know me. Number one. Number two, the only thing that I've ever done in gaming is try and uplift more people and bring a positive message to gaming, because I don't do all this console war nonsense. You're like, you want to love Xbox, love Xbox. You want to love PlayStation, love PlayStation. Who cares? I want to have intelligent conversations about gaming. So when I'm literally in an argument with somebody about the score I gave a game, and they want to overtalk me because they don't want to listen to the fact that I'm agreeing I love the game, but you're fixated on a number, that's everything that's wrong with this. Who, and I won't curse because I don't know if you curse on here, but who gives a crap?
You curse. Go ahead.
Hey, who gives a fuck about a score? Who, seriously? If you actually, and this is why I was trying to explain to this guy, watch what I said. If you actually watch it and hear what I said, you would know that we are not trashing the game. And even then, even if it is an 80, who cares? When did that become a bad score? You know what I'm saying? When did an 80 become a bad score? That's not a bad score. Clearly, I like the game. I have over 120 hours in Starfield. It's a great game. It's not perfect, but what Bethesda game is perfect? What game period is perfect? None. So as a reviewer, it is my responsibility to point out the good and the bad in it. You can be critical of something and still like something. Right. So this fascination that it has to be a certain score to be a good game, who gives a fuck? If you bought the game and you're enjoying it, I could give two shits what anybody else thinks. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? So we really got to get away from that stuff, because I guarantee you this is going to happen again with Spider-Man. I promise you that. This will happen again with Spider-Man 2 when that comes out in October. People doing this console war stuff, you're going to nitpick all the stuff that's wrong with Spider-Man 2 instead of just enjoying what's good about Spider-Man 2. Because that's where we are now with this whole social media and YouTube thing now. Everybody want to get their gotcha moment instead of actually having a real honest conversation about stuff. And gaming is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be arguing and, you know, all this yelling and screaming. Like that Zinc stuff last week was embarrassing, honestly. And I'm sure he'll come up here and rant and rave again. But it's like, we're grown men. Have a grown man conversation. Don't do this childish thing where you got to overtalk people. Number one, talk behind somebody's back, because if you've literally had a grudge against me for 15 years, I ain't hard to find. Don't go on random podcasts and have my name without me there to defend myself. That's the way I look at it. And then you make everything up that you supposedly are upset about, because none of it happened. Zero. None of it. I've never talked to this dude in my entire life. And we never did a live chat. Never had some conversation about Halo 4 where I've never, here's what I'll say. Show me where I've criticized a game that I've never played. You won't, because it doesn't exist. If I'm critical of something, it's because I've actually played it. Period, point blank. So for that dude to make up something in his mind that I allegedly listened to someone on a podcast that I wasn't even on and was trashing Halo 4 when I'm probably one of the biggest Halo fans on the planet, makes no sense at all. So, like I said, I just want to come here and set the record straight, because when I hear my name out there like that and people just blindly talking about me and I'm not there to defend myself, I'm here to defend myself.
I feel you.
Fair enough, man. And if I can say one thing, man, I apologize. I clearly got the name of the show wrong. And so I apologize if I slandered you or your friends at Funny Games. Like I said, the details will be after the show. Because I'm honestly on an iPhone right now, so I can't switch over and look. Excuse me. But yeah, but I do apologize if I got the name of the show.
No, and that's all good. But see, my only thing I will say to that is, being on a podcast, if you're going to, it could be praise or negative. Make sure you have your facts right when it comes to something like that, because that's how rumors and innuendo get along. Well, I heard, kind of funny, said Starfield sucked, when no, we didn't. That is completely false. That's not the case. We had a great conversation about it. There were pluses, there were minuses, but overall, because I was the lead reviewer, the official review from it said it was a 4 out of 5 and it's great. Period, point blank.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's why I'm saying it right now, because I don't want to affect you guys in a negative way. So.
See, now I gotta go and listen to the review. I gotta go listen to the because I didn't actually listen to it. That's why I said I just said the score. Hey,
well, I'll say again with the Zinc dude, like that whole thing last week, he's sitting there upset over a number and clearly never actually listened to what was said. And that's all I'm saying. If you want to be mad at me and you don't like my opinion, that's fine. But actually listen to my opinion before you get upset about it. That's all.
We can all agree to disagree.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, Parris, thank you for coming in. Hey, you are, until we get dirt on, you are our biggest caller. Hey, also thanks for subscribing. Hey, you just don't understand, before I read all that stuff, like I said earlier, I didn't know what was. I totally forgot we even mentioned you on the show. So when I'm like, Parris, this the real Parris described to us? I had to actually click on it and it was like, damn, we got Parris Lilly.
Hey, I'm dead serious when I say I listen to everything, because I think it's important to get perspectives from everybody, and it isn't a thing of, oh, I'm on Kind of Funny or Gamertag Radio, so I think I'm better than you. Absolutely not. So I want to hear what y'all are saying, because that matters to me. I want to know what the community's thinking. I want to know what's going on. So and especially when it's us, you know what I mean? I'm 100% going to listen. So that's why I found it funny. I was just randomly listening, and then I look and I go, wait, why are they talking about me? I go, why is this dude so mad at me in the chat? This don't make no sense.
Coincidence. That was a
coincidence.
Yeah. That was the first time you listened to?
First time.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that's why I subscribed, and that's why I hit you up on Twitter. I was like, man, why am I catching strays and I ain't do nothing? What did I do?
it wasn't a hate thing. Like it is people that we dislike. Well, it's one person that we dislike, but other than that, we generally don't have any issues with most people, but ponies. And as you can see, we are a console. We do the console war over here, but. Like I said, we try not to keep it go personal, and that
honestly, that's my only thing. Just don't make it personal.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, try not to go personal.
Exactly. But no, I appreciate you guys having me up. I will go back to listening, and hope you have a good rest of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Appreciate you.
Right, thanks for calling in. Met Prism, you can call back, sir. We're gonna get Zinc up here. Zinc. Be on your best behavior. See?
Oh my God.
Oh damn, Prism's calling in. Wow.
Yeah, Prism was up. He was up here wait in the background.
Oh nice.
Zink.
Man, hold on. Fuck that. Don't tell me to be on my best behavior and that shit just happened. I have far too much integrity. Okay? Parris, you sat up here and that shit 100% happened. I said about 15 years ago. I'm not sure exactly when. Danny damn sure said in the chat, he said, look, don't talk to my panel like that. I said, Danny, read the chat. I didn't say anything disrespectful to Parris. I just vehemently disagreed with Parris. That happened, dude. I don't go, Parris, dude, you're not important enough for me to make up shit, bruh. You called me a fucking stray. Let me tell you something, Parris.
No, he said.
And then you. No, hey, hold on. Y'all did. What? Excuse me?
He said he caught strays. He didn't say you were a stray.
The motherfucker called me a stray. I looked at your chat. I read it from your thing. You catch strays. Who was he talking about? Who the fuck was he talking about?
You know, like you catch stray bullets. Like,
hey, bro, in my neck of the woods, that's a stray dog, bro. That's what we talking about. Hey, no, wait, hey, hold on.
I don't know. You know, I don't defend people that don't.
Hey, could I? Let me finish. Cause you didn't interrupt Parris and his shit.
I got you.
I'm not a liar, Parris. Never be a liar, ever. Okay. How about calling me by my name? Stray ain't my fucking name. You want to know about me, and then Parris say this uplifting shit, and I'm gonna get back to that, cause dude, I know what the fuck I talk about. So you want to know a little bit about me, Parris? Why you say have an intelligent conversation, and you want to uplift us? Fuck us, okay? Here's something for you. 17 on my father's side, 11 on my mother's side. Most of them are educated. Most of them have a college education in scholastics. So I'm one of, it's like maybe 40 cousins of mine that are teachers, deans, principals, a few college professors. That's the lineage I'm from. Okay, you're talking to somebody that's well educated. I'm not fucking 12. You talk about having an intelligent conversation. I could do that all day. 2 business majors, business administration, business marketing with a minor in economics. We were taught to listen. I listen to everything you guys say. You talk about 4 out of 10 and running your mouth talking about, oh, it's great, it's great, it's great. I don't give a shit what you guys say, because you don't determine whether I buy a game or not. But like I said, I'm a marketing graduate. What it does, it pulls the aggregate down. And people that can't make a decision on their own, the laggards, the casual consumers, those are the ones that you guys affect. And you guys know what you're doing. You're not slick. I see the underlying tones you guys put forth. But I'm an early adopter. You don't affect me. If I had another conversation with an official from Microsoft, I'd systematically tell them how to diffuse all of you. And I would write a business plan, and it would be very effective. I'd knock every single one of you out, starting with IGN. They've been a piece of shit for 20 years. I know them all because I listen to everything. You talk about uplifting, Parris, you talk about that shit. Parris, see, I have great respect for Dirt's show and Sean's show. So I didn't go in the way I wanted to go in. I calmed the fuck down. Okay, but on our show, The Unlimited Truth, oh, bruh, it'd be all in, all access. It would be all ready to go. You want to talk about uplifting? You said that shit you said about uplift. I don't give a damn to meet the community. Okay, I don't. Here's what I did, Parris. Here's one for you. I stopped what I was doing business-wise. We have a conflict resolution, anger management, and anti-bullying program to at-risk schools and adults. I took that shit into Detroit public school system. Parris, that's who the fuck you're talking to. I don't get on Twitter because I tell my students not to. I tell them, get away from social media, work on your scholastics. I've taught kids for 13 years in athletics since they were like 6 years old. And here's what I did. Here's what I did when all of those kids weren't going to make the high school team when I'm teaching them at 6 years old. But the kids that I coached, they all had that Scholar Athlete Award patch on their Letterman's jacket because I commanded that they have a 3.5 or better. That's me. But you guys, all of you, I don't like any of you. Blessings over here. I was never going to listen to Kind of Funny Show because Greg Miller was a pony when he was at IGN. So was Colin Moriarty. And what did they do? They turned around and they had a show, a Sony show. They didn't fool us. I've been gaming since the 70s. My most anticipated game is Forza coming out soon because I've been doing that shit since 1970 when I was fucking 2 with electric racing car sets. But that's me. But don't tell me I'm lying saying so. If I say something about somebody, it's a reason. There's always a reason. I wish I knew where that show was because we damn sure had a conversation in the chat. And I never listened to the show again. Because when I don't like a show and the show is full of shit, I just don't. I may listen, but I'll never ever comment. But Kind of Funny, I listened to that show before you came on there. I hated the show because I knew who he was. I know who Colin is. I don't like shows like that. And for Blessings to go his rant, I listened because we had it out on Dirt's show. He went from a 2.5, a 3.5, and a 4.5. A 2.5 is 40%. 40%, but it brings the aggregate down. I know all of this stuff. It's marketing. It's worse than marketing. I know what you guys do to the public. None of y'all slick, and I wouldn't want to meet with any of you. And you talking about, you think I don't give a damn? You're correct. ACG came out above before the release of Redfall or before their embargo was lifted or whatever, and said, it's the worst game I've ever played. I calmly got up from my desk, went downstairs and bought the $99 Bite Back edition of the game. I love the game. Love it. And I could tell you all about it. Things that people have never seen. Maybe people like cutscenes, or you walk 4 steps and here's a damn cutscene. And they take the control out of your hand so you could press S and X and push a damn log. But I don't make up shit, Parris. I don't make up shit, and I didn't call your ass a damn stray. I didn't call you a name, but you called me a name again. It's on. And Parris, I'm the type of guy that I'll say it in your face. I will say it in your face. I wish you would have let your ass on the show. We could have went back and forth. We could do that shit all day. Man, I have more to say, but fuck that. I had enough of this shit.
All right, Zinc. You know you're the homie. So we gave both of y'all oh shit. We gave both of y'all the chance to say what y'all need to say. And everybody spoke their piece. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, no, nobody answered me. So everybody spoke their piece. Hopefully we can squash it now. I don't think that's happening, but hopefully we can squash it now. and we got one more call. We got